Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Grappone Drive. I'm Hollis and I am super excited today. This is the 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback. That's right, the hatchback. The first time it's been here in about 10 years that Honda's decided to ship this over from other lands that have been blessed enough to have it. So we're gonna check this out. I'm super excited today. We have the EXL Nav edition, so we have pretty much every option you can get, and we're gonna see how it drives, how it handles, and how much space is in the back, because after all, it is a hatchback. Standard on every single Civic hatchback is a 1.5 liter dual overhead cam turbocharged Honda 4-cylinder engine. That is good for 174 horsepower, 162 pound-feet of torque if you have the CVT that we have today. It's 167 if you have the 6-speed manual. Now that changes if you have the sport editions of these cars. If you have the sport edition, you get 180 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. That's changed because of the exhaust. They changed out the exhaust and freed up some air to the turbo. But this is a great engine. You'll find it in all of the Civic lineups, but the hatchback specifically only gets this turbo. You don't get any other engines, just this, which is great. I'm definitely not upset about that, and I don't know of any consumers who really will be. So I'm excited to test this out. I've heard that it's a great thing to drive. With that CVT, put it in sport mode. We'll see how it goes around town today. I'm a big fan of this cabin in the Civic. It's the same in all of them, the coupe, the sedan, or this hatchback, but it's just great. It's very comfortable, there's a lot of space, and it's surprisingly large for a compact car, and it looks really nice. It has an upscale feel to it, and just kind of feels modern without being futuristic, which is a great turn of events from some of the Civics in the past, which had that weird two-tiered dash thing that either went over really well or people hated it because it seemed futuristic, almost like a spaceship. But this doesn't feel like that at all. It's great. It has a nice leather wrapped steering wheel here because we do have the leather edition today. We have dual zone climate control, heated seats, push button start, the Honda lane watch. So if I press the button when you turn right on the screen here, you have the projected view of the right hand side of the car with the lines so you can see your blind spot, which is really cool. Excuse me, I am getting over a cold. And then the whole Honda touchscreen, this happens to be navigation system, but we have the nav and the audio and all of that right there, which we can do. Climate control, it's very easy to use. It still has the Honda sliding volume, which has brought up a lot of contention. Either you love it or you hate it. I don't particularly like it, but choose that as you will. You're either gonna like it or you won't. Down here, we have a fantastic center console. It's one of the biggest things that Honda did. So we've got the sliding center armrest, but we also have two sliding cup holders, and we have a giant cup holder down in the very bottom that could fit something like an Nalgene bottle, a very heavy duty drink, tall too, because it will still be covered. And we have another USB port down there, a spot that you can throw odds and ends, chapstick or something, and there's actually a spot for the key. Honda put that in because it is this special remote key to the touch sensors on the door, and you can throw that right in, which is pretty cool. Close that up, you've got more cubbies up here. You can put your phone here. There's a hole down in the middle so you can throw it down and plug it into the charging, which is down here. We've got USB and regular power socket. Just a lot of creature comforts. This is a power seat, very comfortable, easy to adjust. There's a lot of adjustment to it as well, and it's firm and comfortable. It has nice bolstering, so it holds you in as you're taking corners, which is good because this is a sporty compact car. It's not meant to just get you from point A to point B in a vanilla way. It's meant to engage the driver, and it does so. A lot of nice touch materials, all soft touch all along the door, and the only places that are hard touch are down, you know, on the bottom of the dash, places where you're not really keeping your eyes focused on or really touching, which is great. So it keeps everything high quality feel. There's a lot of space up here, as you're noticing as I'm speaking about. A lot of headroom, even with the moonroof here. It's really nice, and I want to show you the back because I'm surprised at how much room there is back there, even with my seat as it is like this. Like I said, this is a compact car, but I'm impressed with the rear room. The door opens wide, so it's easy to get in, and I left my seat exactly where it was at 5'7". There's a lot of room to put my feet underneath the seat, which is great. That's probably one of the biggest things that I appreciate, because then you're not cramped with your legs close to you. And as you can see, there's plenty of knee room here. So I've got, what, 2 fists in between my knees and this, and it's sculpted out kind of like it was last week on that Toyota, but the fabric here is not totally stretched out yet. But it's a nice big back seat, so it's sculpted out for 2 people comfortably. There's a lot of room. It's still bolstered. The center is good enough that you could definitely put someone there. I don't know if they'd want to be there for a ton of length of time because there is a bit of a driveline tunnel, but it seems like it would be good enough. We have headrests all around and a nice big armrest with cup holders back here. Now we do have the moonroof, so that brings the headroom down to here, but even still it's sculpted out back here, and I've got a little over a fist, which isn't bad. Without the moonroof, which not all of them have, you can get it without it, that's of course going to be higher up, so be a little higher than this all the way straight up to the back there. But it's a good place to be. There are speakers everywhere back here. There are coat hooks here on the beat pillars, which is really cool. I like that. We've got 4 grab handles all around, so whoever's driving, if they get really rambunctious on the back road, you don't have to worry about that. And even the doors, you got the nice soft touch materials continued back here. The leathers on the doors, we've got speakers, we've got bottle holders in the doors, and nice armrests. So it's a good place to be. It's something that your passengers should be happy with, comfortable with. We've got the seat back pocket on the back of the passenger seat there, so you can stow whatever you need to back there. Put your tablet or something in the back so it's hidden, and you should be good. There are a bunch of different ways that you can open the trunk here in the Civic Hatch, and here's the key. So it's the standard Honda key fob that most Hondas have now, and you can, with the car locked, press the trunk button twice and it will unlock just the hatch, or you can just do this, and with even the car locked, with this near you, open it up. It just unlocks itself, keeps the rest of the car locked, which is great. As soon as you lock it or shut the trunk again, it relocks and sets the alarm system. Once you're back here though, you have a nice cargo area. So it's a nice open flat spot. We've got the car mats down here, but nice and big open. And what is cool is this is the cargo cover. Slide that over and then you'll see the rest of it is right here. So when you close this, it overlaps and covers the whole thing, which is different than most of them, which you'll see start up here and you pull back. And the reason Honda did that is because of how the sloping glass is. That wouldn't have worked. It would have only come up to about here and it wouldn't have covered the whole trunk. So I like it. It's different, and I like different. Different is good. That is removable as well. But it's a good spot back here, so you can fold down the seats, just flip that lever there, and that's a 60-40 split. You've got your tethers for the child seats too, grab handles here. The trunk back here is 27 cubic feet. I don't remember the exact, but if you flip it down, those seats, you get up, I think it's 41 cubic feet. So it's really not bad. 41 cubic feet, I mean, that rivals what the CR-V, I think is 70. So you're getting pretty close there with those seats folded, which is really great. Definitely a fun little hatch. You can put a lot of stuff in and get really great gas mileage while you're at it too. I'm driving down here in Concord on more the rural end of it, and this Civic is really nice to drive. There's not a lot of road noise that's coming through. The bumps are well damped, and that's especially good because in the hatchback, compared to the sedan or the coupe, it has a different, it's the same chassis but a different tuning on the chassis for a more sporty feel. That's the whole line that they're taking with the hatchback, is that it's a more sportier version of the Civic, and you can feel it. It has a nice amount of turn in when you take a corner, but it stays fairly flat, which is great, and just all around is comfortable to drive in, whether you're headed to work or you're taking a beautiful scenic fall drive like we could do today because it's gorgeous out and we're pretty much at peak right now around where we are with all the beautiful colors of the leaves. Hopefully you can see some of it in the video, but it's easy to drive. I've got the climate control set. I could turn my heated seat on if it was cold out. It is not, thankfully, but we have the moonroof here, which is one of my favorite things. Oh, something cool too that the top of the line Civics have. So for the hatchback, it's the Sport Touring, and for the sedan, it's just the Touring. This doesn't apply to the coupe, but the rear outboard seats are heated, which I find pretty awesome given that this is a compact car. I know a lot of larger cars like the Accord has that, and the Sonata and whatever, so it's more of a family sedan, so to speak. But it's pretty great that that's now trickling down to the Civic. I think that's pretty cool. Just a little bonus fun fact. But yeah, no, I like this a lot. It's easy to drive. Like I said, I'm super excited for the manual transmission to come in. I am definitely going to be taking that out once it comes in and take it for a drive, because I think that's going to be an absolute hoot to drive. I have always loved manual transmissions anyways. I've always loved turbocharged cars. Pretty much all of the cars I've ever had have had a turbocharger, and a few of them that I've had have been turbos and manuals, and they've been my favorite cars. So now we're putting that into a Civic. It's going to be great. It's a lightweight car. It has agile steering as it is, so that's going to be fantastic. Even today though, I mean, with this CVT, I have it just in regular drive. There's no need for sport mode right now. We're only doing 30, 35, but the CVT is keeping the engine barely over idle. I mean, I'm doing, what, 1100 RPM right now? So it's nice and quiet and smooth. If I punch it, you know, it revs up to wherever it needs to. And one of my all-time, I guess you could say, geek cool factors on the Civic is if you have the Turbo Civic, which of course we do, you can, in your multi-information display, which is in between the gauges here, you can't see it unfortunately, but I can put it on the turbo screen, which actually shows me how much boost I'm using, which really not necessary in a Civic, but absolutely cool if you are a car guy or girl, because you're just going to be able to watch how much turbo you're using. As I'm driving around right now, I'm really not using any at all, but just kind of neat. So I absolutely love this. The additional room in the back of the hatch makes it great. There's great visibility out of the back because of how much glass there is. It goes all the way down. It's really great. I love it, and I hope that you guys get to drive it and love it too. Well, I am definitely a fan of this hatchback. I'm so glad that Honda decided to bring it to our shores. I am a little sad that it took them this long, but hey, I can overlook that now, the fact that it's here. I'm also super excited for a manual version of this to come in, because Honda's promised us manual transmission turbo Civics. They're even coming out with it in the sedan. That, to me, is going to be the ultimate Civic. I can't wait for that to come out, and so many more options to become available as more and more Civics keep rolling in. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you'd like. I'm trying to always keep up with all of your questions, so it is me answering too, in case you're wondering. I do answer those personally. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Hollis from Grappone Drive. I'll see you next week.